Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. And this is, I don't even know, I think maybe part five, might be part six. Uh, Bad news is I played around for quite a while trying to get that cool face that I wanted to go into this picture, and I just couldn't make it work. I could not. My skills, or maybe how I was going about it, are just not there. And that's okay because I like this image. I like it. I can move forward, I can do some lighting to it, and I can make it good enough, even though it would have been cool to have the devil hanging out in the sky or off the side of the mountain or whatever. And I just maybe don't have the skills for it, or it's just not something that's possible to merge two images like that are that disparate in color and composition. So moving on, we're back in here. You can see I'm now step 4, CMYK. We have the image colored in the split fashion that I enjoy, that I don't necessarily enjoy, because it took me well over an hour to cut this angel at the bottom part of the picture out. Um, but it seems to be the way that I'm having to do my images right now, and my eyeballs are getting tired because I've been at this all day. Um, and that's cool. That's fine. I've been enjoying my day. Do not get me wrong when I say, "Oh, I've been at this all day." That's y- you know, that's what I set aside time for. And if I could plow through and get a couple images done, that would be awesome. But at this point in time, it doesn't seem to be possible because I'm playing around. I'm literally seeing what I can and cannot do. Um, so we're going to move forward with this. We're going to add some light effects to it. I don't really see anything else that I feel like I have to remove, extend, um, any of that kind of stuff. I do want to play around with Photo Composer at some point in time, but it's just not the time to do it. I've already done, everything that I can think of, and maybe I will find. I mean, there's this image fusion here, um, so maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try. You know, let's just see what happens if I put that. Um, uh, where are we? Let's just try the image itself. Instead of that one, let's try this image. Let's see what this image fusion does. Let's have some fun. Click generate. Select an image style. First time I've used this. So we're just going to play around. Do they have a cinematic? They got a steampunk. Bear with me, guys. It's the first time I've done this. So I have no idea. It does not look like they've got like a cinematic style. Okay, so that's the style. I don't think this is going to work. Um, so never mind. Anyways, let's go back to what we were doing. But thanks, guys, for indulging me for a moment while I went, duh, what am I doing? Which way did he go, boss? Which way did he go? Okay, so we're going to add a little bit to this. I think I'll start with a sparkle. And as always, if you haven't seen this part before, when you pull up the sparkles, it kind of automatically adds them. And you can go right here on this top thing that says change style of automatically added, just blank it out. I don't want that kind of sparkle. I didn't see a need. I don't see a need for making my images overly sparkly, but I do think that there's something to um, adding them. And you got to click on this select sparkle tool. This is add and that's erase. And kind of where I want to do it is just right in the middle of this light down here. And then I know that doesn't look very amazing right now. Um, but we're going to play with the hue so that we can get a different color out of it. Come on, color, 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 color. All right, well, we're not getting much color out of that one. Sometimes you have to change around to different ones too. Maybe we got to crank the saturation up to see a little bit different color here. Oh, that was a little bit more gold, but not really. Okay, so let's go back to our sparkles and we'll click on that and maybe we can get something that's a little more. No, that's not going to work. Undo, 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 undo. Keep hitting that back button until it goes away. There we go. Now let's try something different here. Now maybe if I do it, I'll change them. Okay, now it's going to change them a little bit. I thought, when we came into this, what I was trying to do on the last one was like, oh, let's just change it up a little bit. They've got hearts in here. They've got like a little bit of a color splash type of deal. That might be cool in there. They've got some snowflakes. They've got some individual stars. Just kind of looking at them, see which one I think might work. For here, I don't want something that's like gaudy or, won't do. I think maybe that one. But I'm going to undo it because I want it slightly different place. Come on. So I'm going to go grab that one and I'm going to kind of put it up there. And maybe we can change the hue of that one. Something definitely affect how big it is with the intensity. So playing around again, guys. I mean, that's what I do is I play around and I try to figure out, what's going to be fitting for my, I don't like this, for my image. Well, I'll just click clear just to get rid of it. And that puts us back to the automatic sparkles. I don't want the automatic sparkles. Maybe we'll just try this base one right here. Sheesh. Should have done that one to begin with. Did that even add the sparkle? Can't tell. Zoom, please. Oops. Yeah, it does look like it added it. Maybe not. So hard to tell sometimes with these things. There we go. And for some reason, it doesn't always like to give me what I want when I click on it. Use random color. How about that? Green, purple, red, orange, yellowy. I definitely don't want green. Kind of in that area somewhere. Make the intensity up a little bit. That's green. Let's get back to the orangey. There we go. Now we're cooking with bacon. Sorry, I've got some weird sayings that I use from time to time. So just wanted that down there. I could add sparkles to some of these other little things, but I just don't think it's necessary. I don't want to get overly bedazzled in my thing. So I'm going to try light rays next. Um, which, hey, that would be cool if that would print, but it does not print. So there's no way that the printer would be able to do that justice. So this is single source light rays, and we can move this around and we can change the direction of the light rays by moving it around. We can apply a mask to this to get it like, it's kind of neat, but I don't think it'll work. Um, we have directional light rays, which we can, you know, move around from different places. If anything in here with directional, I'd probably go straight up with it. I'd probably take the saturation down because I don't really want it to do anything to the colors of the picture. Although maybe it's just the intensity. Intensity and length. See, when you zero out the length, it goes away. But when you see how it almost like distorts and blurs as it goes higher and higher. But really, you could accomplish something nice with just a 1, and then your threshold is how far out that burst goes. So you can keep it to just the clouds and stuff, which is kind of neat. Change the hue of it a little bit. But this is going to affect the overall coloration of my thing. So if I do anything here, I would use a single source of light. Um, which I don't think I'm going to use. It's going to clear it. It's going to process it. All we got to do is hit the back button. It's gone. So we still have our sparkle down there. What we're going to try next is light hits. And I don't like that one for this particular photo because these have tails on them and it's difficult to adjust the size. You can't really adjust the size. You can move it around. Like you can put it wherever you want. A lot of times I do them like off to the side, so they're just giving some light in the background, which I think is what I want to do with this one. Just pull it down there, and then play with the hue. Kind of see if we can get into that orangey glow. It's not the right orange. I think it's back over here. Yeah, I think we're about 150, 152, 151. Hey, let's get some 151. I haven't had that in years. All right, now we can play with the contrast a little bit. Play with the brightness. I don't really want it bright. I mean, you got to start out with it bright so you can get the color and, you know, you can soften it incredibly. You can fade it, which is really kind of all I'm trying to do is get a little bit of color in the form of a light effect down in this corner. And I think I'm just about there with this orange. Fade it out a little bit, maybe make it a little less soft. Add a little bit of brightness to it. What do we get with contrast now? See, I kind of like that. It's just a soft light in there. Now I want to add another one. So I have to click this, not the back arrow up there, this back arrow here, so that it'll process that light hit. And I think I actually want to add another one right in the other corner. Which one did I do? This one here. So we're going to have to put it down here off screen. I mean, you can get them way off the screen. And what was our hue? 150 maybe? It's 151. I remember that now. And we'll turn our saturation up so we get the nice little orangey glow out of there. Turn our brightness down. Turn our softness up because we're not trying to wash anything out. Fade it. We just want a little bit of color in that corner. Kind of like we've got over here. We just want a little something there. And I'm okay with that. And then we're going to go back in. And this time I'm going to do something a little bit different. And before I move that around, I want to get my color right because we want to be in the blue range. Where's the blue? Well, there must be very little blue range. That's purple. It's greenish yellow. It's got to be right in there, maybe. Or maybe we'll just clear that one out and we'll try a different one. Right, so that's going up to purple. We want to be definitely in the blue. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating. I know I do this stuff where I'm just not great at talking while I'm working sometimes. Turn the brightness down. Well, I don't softness, fade. I don't want much. That's the whole thing is I don't really want like a lot of just a little bit of something in here. And we can kind of put it way off in the corner. Play with our brightness a little bit, play with our contrast a little bit. Play with the fade. See, I really kind of want it to be blue, so I don't want to fade it out too much. But that was like, it was like orangey in the center when I brought that stuff down. That's why I had to move it way off the screen. It's like way off the screen. Just a little bit of bluey stuff in here. And I think I kind of like that. So maybe we'll do the other corner. Maybe. That was that one there. Get over here. God, you're bright. He's a really intense little son of a bitch, ain't he? But you can move him way off the page. And then that way you're really not trying to get a bunch of huge, gorgeous light. You're just trying to get a little bit of something. So you got to play with all these bars and get it to where you like it. Move it down just a little bit. Fade it out a little more. So that's light. Now, if this was a little bit different picture, I've done some really cool stuff with light rays, um, in terms of like, let me show you. Real quick, if you apply a mask, like literally, I could put this up here, apply a mask, like put the range way down, put the expansion way down, way up. You can do a spotlight. You can do a lot with these. There's amazing, amazing things that I've done with light. Um, get out of there. All right, I'm gonna have to back up from that because I definitely don't want that. I want this. So I'm gonna pop over into design while I've got you guys with me here, and I am going to come on any moment now. I might have just lost this. Occasionally, with any software, you get a crash, and hopefully, it's not going to crash and just blow everything out. But if it does, really, I'm done here. All I'm going to do is stick my logo on it, and then I will start. Well, I'll look at it for a couple more days just to make sure, but pretty much I think this one's ready for print. Um, so I can do this all over again, super easy, super simple. You guys don't have to follow me for that. But if you like what I'm doing, um, heck, if you just like me, because I'm a crazy old coot and I do some weird stuff and I monkey around, I fumble around and find out, let's put it that way. Um, you know, Give me a like, throw a comment down in the comments here. Find us on any of the other social media. It's Kaosivity and subscribe. Don't miss out on any of the crazy old adventures I get up to while I'm running around doing stuff in my computer. And that will do it for this series, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, as always. Uh, let the chaos out.